So tell me, why did you get into criminal law?
Well, practically speaking, I got into it because I got the opportunity right out of law school with John Sheehy, who hired me at the firm and who at the time was doing criminal law and allowed me to do some writing for him, following him around the courtroom. And I enjoyed it right away. I mean, I think it's the type of work where you get one-on-one exposure to an individual who really needs a lawyer. Right. And you're in the courtroom a lot. You're developing good relationships with prosecutors and judges and probation officers and people within the system who, in my younger years, really knew the ropes. And now I'm seeing younger lawyers coming in, and I think it's always important to try to be a mentor as well for younger lawyers. But I think it's noble work, and I think that it's the type of work that you can actually make a difference in people's lives. And I've seen that and felt that many times over the years. I've had old clients call me to tell me how things are going. It's nice to get a card every once in a while or a thank you after the case is done as to what impact you've had on their lives and how you've helped with their family as well.
I mean, people get into criminal law. I mean, I know I got into criminal law because there's some part of you that is that social worker as well as being able to do the law stuff, so to speak. And I think you're right. These are the people that need to have attorneys because their life, their liberty is at stake. We're not talking necessarily about, $5,000 or $10,000. We're talking about the next 5 or 10 years of their life and what that means. Not being able to see their kids get raised, not being able to spend time with their loved ones. It's different to some degree. And I think the bond sometimes between criminal defense attorneys and their clients is stronger than maybe what we see in other areas, because you're right. You get those, everybody gets those letters 3 or 4 or 5 years down the line, and you're thinking to yourself, I made a big impact. I mean, that's part of the kind of the reward of it is I made a big impact. Sometimes maybe when you've given the memory is faded about all the facts of the case, they still remember, and they still remember what you meant to them. And it's nice to get those letters. It's probably why you get into doing this, quite frankly.